KP Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Welcome in. It is 5 o'clock. We got Ryan and Rachel with you on this Monday, February 2nd, the start of a new month.
Yeah, I know it. February is here. I think a lot of us are ready for February because we're still frozen from January. I know it's still cold there now. And today is a day
of change
where Kate goes head to head with a rodent.
Oh, yeah. It's true.
I got you, Phil. No, I'm good. He better not see his shadow. Unfortunately, the clouds there's not many of them over western Pennsylvania this morning, so we could be buckling up for more winter. Surprise, surprise. And man, is this morning cold. I mean, it's been cold every morning for the last month, but I don't know. There was something about this morning. You open up that door and you see that hard frost on your windshield. It's just, whoo, it hits you. But 7 in Syracuse, 4 below in Fulton, 19 below in Watertown, and 12 below in Rome. So very, very cold air. Not much happening on the radar, although I do anticipate at least a little bit of a flare-up of some lake effect. Very minimal, more decorative than anything. But here's the big story. We have temperatures finally cracking 20 degrees for most of us today for the first time in well over a week. I think it's been about 10 days since we've had temperatures this warm, and we could hit 30 tomorrow. Break out the daiquiris and sunscreen, guys. It's going to feel like a heat wave around here.
Yeah, so we might be getting a heat wave here in central New York. But the cold is causing chaos across the country. People are being asked to conserve electricity because of the extreme cold spreading as far south as Florida.
The conditions causing travel delays and cancellations around the country. ABC's Hannah Battah continuing our coverage now.
This morning, the cleanup just beginning after a powerful winter storm wreaking havoc across the southeast. Snow and ice stretching from Florida to Virginia. The storm, one of the biggest in North Carolina's history. Charlotte getting nearly a foot of snow. And on the Outer Banks, this house collapsing into the ocean. In Gastonia, this driver fleeing to safety before a train collides with his tractor trailer that was stuck on the tracks. Driving conditions hazardous. More than 1,000 crashes in North Carolina alone. The big concern now, extreme cold. Temperatures plunging into the 20s as far south as Florida.
Orlando Tower is evacuating. All traffic stopped.
The cold weather triggering a sprinkler system in the Orlando Airport's control tower, setting off a false fire alarm, temporarily shutting down the airport. Farmers rushing to protect their fruit from the cold. Iguanas now falling from trees, the cold leaving them virtually paralyzed.
They're cold-blooded animals, and they just cannot hold on with the high winds and the cold temperatures.
Once it warms up, they'll safely defrost. Meanwhile, parts of the south are still without power more than 1 week after a separate storm hit the region. More than 30,000 customers in Tennessee are still in the dark.
Thank God for some little propane heaters, been able to keep the house from freezing.
And now Duke Energy is urging customers in the Carolinas and Florida to conserve power to prevent outages. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
And if you haven't already, make sure you download the Storm Team app so you can always be weather ready anytime, anywhere. Scan that QR code right now on your screen. You can also find it in the App Store or Google Play. Free to download, free to use.
Fire scan.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Monday to you. We got the Cadby's Guide at camera in Oswego pulled up here and looking pretty nice, mostly clear. We can see a star right there. It's very cold outside. We're sitting at 7 degrees right now at the Syracuse Airport. Feels like 7 below. Recapping January real quick, it ended up being below normal. No surprise there by more than 1.5 degrees. Our coldest morning was back on the 24th, so just about a week or so ago at 9 below. And snowfall, just over 3 feet of snow, ended up being a little more than 3 inches above average for the year. And of course, we're running well ahead of schedule with our snowfall for the season. But I want to give you a little bit of hope if you are just like, oh my goodness, it's been so cold. Yes, but here's the thing. We're now past the point where we're adding on to the average high temperature. Average high temperature for yesterday, February 1st, is 31. Today, it's 32. By the end of the month, the the average high temperature is 37 degrees. So we are past the midway point where we are at the typically climatologically the coldest part of the winter season. So, and we're going to do a little bit better this week compared to this past week. Highs today in the 20s, highs near 30 tomorrow. That's going to feel great. And then we still have 20s in our forecast Wednesday and Thursday. It's just for the weekend, we do have cold air returning again. But we'll get to that with the 7-day. What's nice is that we got high pressure just down to our south. It's giving us a mostly sunny start to our morning, giving us a lot of sunshine this afternoon. There's still that cold breeze moving over the lake, and so there's some lake effect happening. This is our next clipper that's moving into western Michigan this morning. That'll move over us for tomorrow. On the radar, not much happening this morning, so maybe a few lingering flurries down towards the southern tier, southern Finger Lakes, and that's really about it. Hardly any snow in the forecast today. A lot of this is what you see is more of a dusting than anything. A little bit of a flare-up with some lake effect, but minimal as far as impact on us. It's cold. We got single digits and well below zero. Current temperatures, wind chills well below zero for everyone. That planner for today, we're looking at temperatures climbing up to right around 20 degrees. It feels like temperatures in the teens still, so it's not going to feel super balmy out there. But when you pair that with the sun, which we are expecting a good deal amount of sun today, not too bad, all things considered. Overnight lows around 10 degrees, and then for tomorrow, highs up near 30. That's going to feel really, really nice around here. You can see on the timecast a few clouds this morning kind of building in here, some lake flakes, very minimal, more flurries than anything. And that's just going to give us maybe some decorative snow, but other than that, not much happening for today. We get in on a little bit of snow for tomorrow and into Wednesday. Mostly the Tug Hill has the best chance at anything more than 2 or 3 inches of snow Tuesday into Wednesday. A few more lake effect snow showers possible Thursday. Friday is another clipper. We'll pick up a few inches out of that. And that's bringing in the cold air again this weekend. Highs around 7 on Saturday and only near 12 on Sunday.
Right now it is 5:15. We're looking what's coming up at 5.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
We have a very cold start to our morning, but rebounding pretty nicely this afternoon. We got some sunshine around for a lot of us. We have temperatures waking up single digits, both above and below zero. But everyone is landing at 20 or higher today. Maybe getting grazed by a few lake effect snow showers from time to time. More flurries than anything. But the bigger takeaway is that, we finally have temperatures going in the right direction, at least for now. Hey, what's the deal with Phil? Is he going to see a shadow? Probably. I think so. I'd be shocked if he doesn't, even though we do have some cloud cover around there now. It's moving out, so I think by the time Phil pops up out of his hole, I think he's going to get some sun. So we'll see what happens with this little rodent. I got a feeling he's going to call for more winter ahead. Down there, so if he doesn't see a shadow, then there's some other things in play there.
Okay.
Well,
it's going to be one of those winters. Let's just put it that way.
It has felt like that since
It already
day one.
has been. I think we're just going to keep riding this out. And we'll try again at Mother's Day.
But you said today there is a silver lining.
Yeah, and
It's car wash day.
It is car wash day. My goodness, the Delta Sonics and the splashes and the goes are going to be lining up around the corner today.
For sure.
Sunshine and 20s.
Oh, my goodness.
It's been a minute since I've been able to say that.
It has been.
Yeah.
Several days, right?
At least, I believe, like 10 days it's been since we've been anywhere with the temperature starting with the number 2. It's been a minute. So it's 7 right now in Syracuse. It is 4 below in Fulton, and we got 13 below in Hamilton. Very, very cold temperatures this morning, but we are going to, the payoff is pretty good. We got a little sliver of cloud cover, more lake clouds than anything, hardly any snow coming out of that. A few lake flurries, not ruling out, but hardly any accumulation expected. Nothing really more than a dusting to an inch. Temperatures in the 20s, and get this, we could actually hit 30 tomorrow.
Thank you, Kate. 5.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Well, a very good morning to you. Look at that. So the full moon was yesterday. I literally just Googled it. I'm looking at it right now. The February full moon is traditionally called the snow moon. That's according to Google. So absolutely beautiful. You know, rightfully so, because we certainly have a lot of snow outside. Some more so than others. Oswego, my goodness, I hope you guys are doing okay after getting buried last week. I think more people than not are going to be okay with these temperatures. It's been so cold the last 2 weeks. We haven't had temperatures above 20 in at least, I believe, 10 days. So we're finally cracking the 20-degree mark today. Up near 30 tomorrow. We're still staying below normal. I want to point out the average high temperature, 32. We're finally at the point of the season where the average high temperature is on the way up. So here's what it looks like right now in Oswego from the Cappy Skynet 9 camera. Not much happening. We got a mostly clear sky. We can see a couple of stars from our camera, too. That's always nice to see. 7 degrees at the Syracuse airport. It feels like 7 below. There's a little bit of a breeze coming from the southwest today. That's what's helping warm us up. High pressure's down to our south, but because of the wind flow, the way everything is, we'll see occasional lake effect snow showers. That is our next clipper. That'll give us a little bit of snow for tomorrow. On the radar, not much happening. We have some cloud cover down towards Binghamton, a little bit of clouds nearby. But I do think we'll get away with actually a decent amount of sunshine today. Forecast snowfall, very minimal. We'll be dealing with some light snow showers, more flurries than anything. I don't anticipate anything really more than a nice healthy dusting in some spots, maybe as much as about a ½ inch of snow or more, depending on how productive this lake effect wants to be. But it is quite cold outside. It's 6 in Fayetteville, 14 below in Redfield, and 12 below in Morrisville. And then the factor in a little bit of wind, feels a lot colder than that outside. So getting you out the door this morning, a cold start to the day, but we'll have a few flurries. But overall, all things considered, not too shabby today. We got those high temperatures in the low to mid-20s for pretty much everyone here in central New York. So we're going in the right direction. Still another cold night, not quite as bad. I don't see any minus signs in front of the temperatures here, so that's already an improvement. And highs tomorrow, up around 30 degrees. We're still below freezing, but at least temperatures a little bit closer to seasonable for this time of year. On our timecast, we'll have a little bit of cloud cover, some lake effect, and you can see some of that snow. It's not really going to do a whole lot for us. You'll see some quick little bursts maybe here and there, but again, maybe a nice healthy coating, that's about it. And then we're also treated to some of that sun. So don't forget your sunglasses today, especially all the fresh snowpack. Tomorrow we wake up mostly cloudy. Our clipper moves through tomorrow midday through tomorrow evening. Most of our lake effect and our snow is staying north of Syracuse, between Pulaski, the Tug Hill, and up into Jefferson, Lewis counties. And so this is where we'll find most of our snowfall happening Tuesday night into Wednesday. We'll pick up about a couple of inches out of that. Up in the Tug Hill, as much as 4 to 6 inches of snow by Wednesday morning. The rest of the week still featuring much of the same, 20s, occasional snow showers for Thursday and Friday too. Notice percentage goes up a little bit. Got another clipper moving by. I think everyone's got a fair shot of at least a few inches that day, and that's followed by another round of cold air for Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday, February 1st, the average high is 31. Today, 32. So this is the first day that we've actually tacked on the average high temperatures. And by the end of the month, the average high is 37 degrees. So that's something to look forward to. Now, can this little guy cooperate today? Well, you know, those clouds, it's a bit of a 50-50, but I do think they're going to have enough clear skies down there. So I'd be shocked if he does not see his shadow.
Which means more winter.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
I do love your graphics.
Yeah, isn't he cute?
It's just like,
hello.
Popping out to say hello.
Well, speaking of Groundhog Day, the movie Groundhog Day.
Phil?
Yeah.
Phil Connors.
Is giving the forecast at the beginning of the movie. So we are asking, oh, well, you might know this then.
ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning. It is 6 o'clock. We got Ryan and Rachel with you on this Monday, February 2nd, Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, it is Groundhog Day. It is the day that Kate goes head-to-head with the rodent to see who is right. You know, Kate, I guess your degree means nothing on a day like today. It's all about the rodent.
Means absolutely
Yeah,
No one cares.
Party time down there, and you're thinking that he probably will see a shadow today.
From what I've seen on the satellite, there's been a sliver of clouds right over western Pennsylvania and right over Punxsutawney, and it's moving out. So if the timing works out, the sky should be relatively clear. So there's a very good chance, I think, that he does see his shadow, but we'll see. You never know. I think they just do whatever they want to do, but I don't have any insider information about that. Our temperatures, I can tell you one thing, it is still very cold up here, but we're getting better in the next couple of days. It's 5 right now in Syracuse, but 5 below in Fulton. We got 19 below in Watertown and 10 in Skaneateles. So we do have some cloud cover. I just stuck my head outside during commercial break. And we do have a little bit of flurries going on even here at our station in East Syracuse. So we'll be dealing with these little bit of flurries, some lake effect snow showers, very little to no accumulation expected. But the temperatures today, not too shabby. We're going for highs in the lower 20s. And we could actually have 30 tomorrow, but let's not get too greedy. We do have colder blasts of air returning. That's on our 7-day forecast. I'll show you that in a few minutes.
Even a little warm up will feel really nice, so
yeah,
we'll go with that. So like Kate said, it might be getting warmer here in central New York for a little bit, but the cold is causing chaos across the country. People are being asked to conserve electricity because of the extreme cold spreading as far south as Florida.
Yeah, where there are reports, by the way, of falling iguanas. These conditions causing travel delays and cancellations around the country. ABC's Hannah Battah continues our coverage.
This morning, the cleanup just beginning after a powerful winter storm wreaking havoc across the southeast. Snow and ice stretching from Florida to Virginia. The storm, one of the biggest in North Carolina's history. Charlotte getting nearly a foot of snow. And on the Outer Banks, this house collapsing into the ocean. In Gastonia, this driver fleeing to safety before a train collides with his tractor trailer that was stuck on the tracks. Driving conditions hazardous. More than 1,000 crashes in North Carolina alone. The big concern now, extreme cold. Temperatures plunging into the 20s as far south as Florida.
Orlando Tower is evacuating. All traffic stops.
The cold weather triggering a sprinkler system in the Orlando Airport's control tower, setting off a false fire alarm, temporarily shutting down the airport. Farmers rushing to protect their fruit from the cold. Iguanas now falling from trees, the cold leaving them virtually paralyzed.
They're cold-blooded animals, and they just cannot hold on with the high winds and the cold temperatures.
Once it warms up, they'll safely defrost. Meanwhile, parts of the South are still without power more than 1 week after a separate storm hit the region. More than 30,000 customers in Tennessee are still in the dark.
Thank God for some little propane heaters, been able to keep the house from freezing.
And now Duke Energy is urging customers in the Carolinas and Florida to conserve power to prevent outages. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Download the Storm Team app so you can always be weather ready anytime, anywhere. Just scan that QR code right now on your screen. You can also find it in the App Store and Google Play. Free to download, free to use.
Let's take you to some breaking news right now in Madison County.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Well, a very good Monday morning. Check out the moon. It looks so cool. We had our first full moon. Well, not first full. Well, of course, there's only one per month. What am I saying? Yesterday was a full moon. That's what I'm getting at. The snow moon is what the February full moon is called. Really, really cool. This is looking east, and so we can see a little bit of glow right here from the sunrise coming up in a little over an hour. We have just a couple of clouds around. More spots are clearer than others. We have 5 degrees right now at the Syracuse Airport, but it feels like 7 below outside. Got a little stripe of clouds from Syracuse down towards Binghamton. That's more lake effect than anything. And then we also have this stripe of clouds. So Punxsutawney is right on the edge of this cloud deck right here. And so that's why I think they're going to get a clear enough sky where Phil's going to see his shadow. So we'll see. We'll see how things pan out. This right here is our next clipper. That's going to give us a little bit of snow for tomorrow. But right now on the radar, things are pretty quiet. We do have some flurries around. I've noticed some flurries kind of flying around on our roof camera at times. And we'll see upwards of an extra coating to maybe a half-inch at best. I don't think today's snow is going to be very productive, more decorative than anything. Temperatures, they're cold. We have below 0 if you go east of 81. And then above 0 when you go to the west, with the exception of Oswego, sitting at 7 below. There's a little bit of a breeze outside, so a lot of you are feeling even colder than this when you factor in that wind. Speaking of which, hey, check out our temperatures. Even though it's very cold this morning, we are climbing it up to the low 20s. It's been a while since we've had temperatures this warm. It's been, I think, about 10 days since we've been above 20 degrees. We factor in a little bit of a wind, a bit breezy at times from the west, so wind chill still in the teens today, but hey, at least it's a little bit better than it has been. We're still running well below normal, though, and the temperatures going forward are still staying below normal, below freezing, but at least we have a little reprieve compared to the freezing cold that we've had the last about week and a half. Highs tomorrow even warmer, around 30 for tomorrow, and that's ahead of the next clipper. Let me show you how things kind of transpire here. Wind turns more westerly, so that brings this deck of clouds and a little bit of that snow through Syracuse. Again, I'm not concerned about this snow at all. Looking more like flurries, maybe a quick dusting, a little coating on some spots. That's really about it. We're keeping it quiet tonight. Clouds are rolling in here. Overnight lows, everyone should stay above 0 for tonight. So we wake up tomorrow morning between about 10 and 15 degrees. Then we got some scattered snow showers developing. Not a lot of snow, but we'll see a little bit more so for the Tug Hill area. This is more so for Tuesday night into Wednesday, where we'll see a couple of inches of snowfall when you wake up Wednesday morning. All right, the rest of the week, temperatures are not that bad until we get to the weekend. That's future us problems. We got our next clipper on Friday, so I think that'll give us a few more inches. That's what probably will set us over the seasonal total for snow that we had last year. That was 115 inches. We're sitting at 113 right now. So we're going to blow last year out of the water here probably by the end of the week. Yay.
It's not a record I really wanted, but yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. That's
Here
true.
we are.
Today is Groundhog Day.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
We're often running to a very cold start to our day. Sky conditions kind of variable. Some spots are crystal clear, while others do have some clouds around this morning. We'll have some lake clouds, even a few flurries from time to time. But we have temperatures in the 20s. It's going to feel pretty good. It's been a while since we've had temperatures above 20. Oneida is still below 0 at 8 a.m., but eventually topping off around 20 degrees by the end of the day. And of course, it is Groundhog Day. So they got some cloud cover nearby in western Pennsylvania, so they're going to be right on the cusp there. So it's going to be a real kind of 50-50 here whether he's going to see his shadow or not. If these clouds move out of here, there's a good chance that he could see his shadow, which would mean more winter. Are we surprised by that? No. But here's the thing. February 2nd, this is the exact halfway point of the winter season. So after today, we're through the thick of it. Our average temperatures start to go up after today, too. So all good things to look forward to.
There's that silver lining.
Yeah, 5:30 sunset by the end of the month.
I'll take
We're like
it.
35 days away from a 7 p.m. sunset.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Shorts,
not bad.
sunscreen, here we go.
Yeah.
Lots to look forward
I had a
to.
daiquiri and bingo.
Mama likes your daiquiris, huh?
Margaritas, actually. Margaritas more my thing.
Hey, these guys
Can we
might
listen
have a daiquiri or two.
Can we hear them? Maybe not. But they look great. Look at those moves.
See, that's how they stay warm.
The Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys over here. All right, today...
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Monday. So it has been about 10 days since we've seen a temperature starting with the number 2. So today, not too bad. We got those highs in the low 20s, near 30 tomorrow. Still keeping it in the 20s for the end of the week, and then this weekend gets cold again. Here's what it looks like from the CABV Skynet 9 camera in Morrisville. I have this up because we got a nice view of the almost full moon. The full moon was yesterday. We're sitting at 7 degrees right now at the Syracuse airport, and it feels like 5 below outside. We do have a couple of clouds around, even a few flurries. Otherwise, not a whole lot happening this morning, other than it's just really cold out. This is our next clipper right here. That'll move on by tomorrow with our next round of snow showers. But on the radar at the moment, again, some flurries, so much so they're so small and fine that they're not even being picked up on the radar. But most of it is happening from Syracuse down towards Ithaca and Cortland with some very, very light snow showers. Little to no accumulation expected, less than an inch, and even an inch, that's a bit of a stretch for a lot of us. But just a little bit of some snow, hardly anything happening for most of us. Temperatures, we got single digits and even well below zero from Camden to Westmoreland, Morrisville, and in Redfield, all in the teens below zero. You factor in the wind chill, and it feels like 17 below right now in Oswego. A very, very frigid start to our morning. Thought we rebound pretty nicely this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the mid-20s. We have a bit of a breeze kicking in this afternoon from the west, and so that'll make our feels like temperatures in the teens. But at least it's better than it's been for the past week and a half. And we have some sunshine, so have your sunglasses with you. Got a lot of snowpack out there, deep snowpack too, so it's going to be very bright. Temperatures overnight, not that bad. I don't see any minus signs, so that's a good one. We're already off and running to a better start tomorrow morning with highs up around 30 degrees. Still running below normal, but we'll take it at this point. So on the timecast, we do have some lake response happening with some clouds and some flurries. That's really about it. Otherwise, just enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the 20s. It's going to feel really, really good out there. Yeah, this is still like a good 10 degrees below normal, but considering how frigid it's been lately, again, this is okay. We're still staying below normal, below average with these temperatures for the next week or more. Clouds are moving in overnight. Tomorrow, snow chances. We'll have some scattered light snow showers with some steadier lake effect snow, mostly for Tuesday night into Wednesday, and that's mostly going to be up in the Tug Hill area, and that's where we could pick up upwards of 3, 4, 5 inches of snowfall by Wednesday morning. Beyond that, still just a little occasional lake effect here and there for Wednesday into Thursday. We've got another clipper moving through Friday, and that's going to bring in more cold air for the weekend. I think this is like the third Saturday in a row that we'll have highs in the single digits.
Is that the infamous Alberta clipper?
Absolutely. Or it could be a Saskatchewan screamer. I don't know. I'll have to see.
He's been listening.
I love the Alberta Clipper. I always said it'd be the best sled name on the hill. We bring
yeah.
the Alberta Clipper in. No, what do you call it?
Saskatchewan screamer.
Yeah, it's hard to
Another one
pronounce.
from Manitoba. I can't remember.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
We are waking up well below zero and even single digits outside. We do have some clear skies in some spots and other locations. A few clouds around, maybe even a couple of flurries. Let's get you out the door. Sunrise at 7:19, so in a little more than 20 minutes. You'll want the ice scraper. A lot of you are going to have a hard frost under windshield. Sunset tonight at 5:18. Not that bad, though. Highs in the 20s today. A few flurries from time to time, and nothing that we certainly can't handle. A few scattered snow showers tomorrow with highs around 30. Yes. Just ignore Saturday. That's future us problems. We don't need to worry about that yet.
All right, Groundhog Day. In about 25 minutes, we'll know if Phil sees a shadow or not. We'll see you.